please. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's see if I can get this in the group. Let me post it in the link. You can hear my dog fake talking, barking. She doesn't know how to bark. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm almost there. Hi. How are you guys? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to finish posting this and we'll get right into it. Okay. Wait. Copy. Okay. Go back. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. Come on. I don't know why my computer's acting up. Last one, and I'll be right there, guys. All right. There we go. Oh, wait. Hold on. Forgot to even post on my page. I don't know which link it was. I know for some reason, every time I tried to share the live link, it just never works for some reason. So I just put them both up there. Who knows? I don't remember. It's been a while. How's everybody been? If you are here and you're joining, please like and share the video. Get some views going. It's amazing, especially for all the people that watch my videos all the time. The difference between when I go live during tax season and like when I go live outside of tax season. Like by now we usually have like 300, 400, 500 people watching. So it's kind of funny. I didn't even eat yet. I'm so behind. I have my tax class tonight. I'm sorry. I'm eating. Let's see what's going on here. That is not updated. Why am I getting notifications like that? It's like all weird. I wonder if I could send a message. There's like 200 people that said they wanted to see the live. Let's see. Is this just making me message? Oh, it is just having me message friends. I don't want to do that. I guess I can't. I don't know. I don't know. They'll come. I can. Well, we're just gonna wait a few minutes. Because it always happens that I just get into it, and then that's when everybody starts joining and they start asking all the questions that I just went over. So, while we're here right now, does anybody that's here have any questions? I'll answer a couple until I start, and then I'll do the questions and answers after. I was sick, and my kids destroyed my desk and my downstairs, my office, my whole office in general. Just destroy it. Alrighty. Well, let's get into it. So, first things first. I want to mention the child tax credit. So, you guys see some of the messages that are posted in the group. In the well, I kind of post them. No. So in the tax refund craziness 2021, 2022 group. And you guys don't see half of what we don't post. And it's the redundance over and over and over again. So I don't know how many times I have to explain it, but this CTC is fully computerized. So anything that happens, like if you're getting payments, if you just got your return and you never were getting it, if they stopped your payments for a couple months, any glitch or anything that happens, it's literally computerized. There's absolutely not one person you can call that can update that system, that can fix anything in that system. They have no access. Nobody has access to that system. It's completely 100% computerized. Whose great idea was that? I have no idea. But I'm assuming the reason they did that is because they figured that whatever you don't get during these 6 months, you'll just be able to claim on your taxes. Same reason about the, adding a child. So we're in our last payment now for, we just did, they closed out for November for you to edit November. So literally we only have one more payment, which is December. So by the time somebody updates the system for a kid, I seriously, at this point, I don't even think the IRS is going to do it. It just doesn't make any sense that they would do it for the last month, especially the way that they've been doing back payments. So they're not even doing those. Like if they owe you money because of glitches, they're only giving you half this month, half next month. So it's kind of confusing in the first place. Hopefully, if this ends up getting extended, we still don't know yet. The bill has not passed. As soon as it passes, obviously, we'll update you and we'll let you know everything that's on the bill, what didn't get on the bill, what's going to extend, and everything like that. So hopefully, if it does extend, they will fix this. But I want to talk about that too really quick. Hey guys. Hey Miss Maribel and Miss Crystal. If they end up extending this CTC advance payments, now I'll tell you right now, they plan to the proposal right now is to extend it. Some have it for at least 1 year, which will be next year, and then some have it till 2025 to be extended. Either way, if they extend it, it's going to be payments from January to December. The same amount for the kids, $250 for kids 6 and older, $300 for kids 3 and younger. 5 and younger. Now, the issue is, if I do not, unless you have like zero income, no income, your income is just really low and you know it's really low, like you might not have worked that much, you know you're not going to work that much, whatever the case may be. Unless you're one of those people, I highly, highly, highly suggest you do not get the CTC payments for the whole year. Don't set yourself up like that. At least this year, people only got it for half. So the majority of people will probably still be in the same bracket and, made about the same money. So it really won't affect their taxes too much. Now, if you take the whole CTC away, that's going to be an issue for a lot of people, for most people. So, honestly and truly, again, this is my advice. I'm not a tax lawyer. So, if you have any tax specific questions on your case, you can definitely talk to your tax professional, or you can come see me and I can be your new tax professional. Either way. So everybody's different. I want to let you know that. So this advice is not just for everybody in general. It is for everybody in general, but it's per basis. Everybody's situation is different. Just like, everybody asking about this year's CTC. I honestly don't know who it's going to affect, whether it be a good effect or a bad effect. I don't know who it's going to affect until I see your paperwork for taxes. So, see what's going on. Because like I said, everybody's going to be different. So I definitely suggest, if they do pass it, definitely reach out, because it'll be passed before Thanksgiving. We'll know before Thanksgiving if this bill is if they're gonna keep this in the bill and what's gonna happen. So if it does pass, nobody's gonna miss any payments if they keep getting payments, because they'll go back on for January. So we'll just see what happens. Now, I do know a few other things about the CTC is that a lot of people this month, last month, were seeing big glitches. They were taking you off. People that got it July, August, September, all of a sudden, October, November. September and October. It was saying that they weren't eligible. Or last month it was saying they weren't eligible. A lot of reason that has to do with is because there was this big glitch, and it put people that the IRS was checking about unemployment refunds, the forgiveness refunds. It was pretty much putting another an amendment on your taxes, saying that you just amended. So this is messing everybody up. This is messing people up that is still waiting for their taxes. This is messing people up that did file an amendment. This is messing people up that have their taxes and didn't file an amendment. So hopefully, now that I see today that a lot of people did update from that glitch, hopefully we'll start seeing, some of those fixed, because it messed a lot of people up. I lost a client behind this. It's just absolutely insane what's going on with these glitches. I think the worst part is that the IRS, for some reason, they don't like tax preparers. They blame us for everything. They lie. And it's kind of crazy that a lot of people, taxpayers even believe them, because, us tax professionals, we're the ones trying to save you money and get you money and keep money in your pocket. The IRS is the ones that's trying to take the money away from you and not pay you and stuff like that. So you got to, kind of focus on who has your better interests at heart, and that's who you should listen to. Treasure Craig. So as of right now, it was supposed to start in September, and then they said late fall, and then they said, I'll tell you exactly what it says right now. So far, they have not opened up the portal for you to add or unenroll a child. If you want to just if you want to just unenroll completely, you can definitely do that, but there's not an option to just unenroll one child. Now I'm going to tell you this, and I did not, I was not talking about this. I don't think the last couple of videos I did, or even in my group, I have not mentioned this the whole 6 months. And I haven't even, I haven't, when people ask, I didn't mention it. If I saw people mentioning it, I actually deleted it. And the only reason I did that is because the blatant fraud that would have went on, it would have hurt everybody. I'm telling you, it would have hurt everybody. And the more fraud, I think that's one of the big things that they're going to try to see if this gets extended, is see how much fraud there is going to come out behind this. So they might extend it one more year and then see what the numbers are. And then, if they're not that bad, maybe extend it 4 more years. So, what people always say is, when they be like, oh, mind your business, that ain't your business, stay in your place. Well, it is actually everybody's business that pays taxes and files taxes, because what anybody else does with fraud or this, it affects you eventually. Look at the path. Like, if we was like, if we would have not minded our business, maybe we wouldn't have path right now, because all these people would be committing fraud. But on the flip side, there is a lot of taxpayers out there that is committing fraud, and they don't know it because they just honestly don't know the laws. They're not being updated by their tax professional. They're not, looking for themselves, because they might not even know where to look. So it's kind of important that, you do stay up to date with what's going on with the tax laws. I know one of the things that, if they extend the CTC payments, which is going to be crazy to me. Oh, I didn't even tell you what it is. Hold on. I'm jumping all over the place. So what I was going to say is, if you made less than $40,000 and you got an overpayment of the child tax credit, you might have, you were a parent that, you guys split every month, like every year you guys switch, or, you're the grandmother and you claim the kids, but now the mom wants to claim the kids because she can get the money, or you're a friend, whoever you are, you claimed kids, they weren't yours, you're not going to claim them next year. If you made less than $40,000, you will not have to pay that money back. There's a safe harbor put in place. After, if you make more than the 40,000, and I believe 40,000 is just for, let me check, but I believe that's just for single filers. So, there is no, yes, Miss Gray, there is, 2 different ones. So I'll let you know what those are. So I'll tell you in 1 second. Yeah, because I think that's just for a single person. Yeah. So if you file head of household, and you have to make $50,000, $50,001, and then you would start having to pay it back. And then for married couples, it's $60,000. So I can assure you that, if this happened, most people will not have to pay this back. So I just wanted to tell you about that. And so for the advance payments, let's see if they've mentioned, let's see. thought it would be in here. I need a F-vaccine. Oh, okay, here it goes. They don't have the dates anymore. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, they were supposed to add, like, you were going to be able to update your mailing address, and I haven't seen that yet. I haven't signed in recently, but anybody's watching that can sign into the portal, the CTC portal. Are they allowing you to update your address there yet? I thought they would give me the dates. I guess they're not. There was like a thing up there, and it had dates. And I know they kept changing it. Like, it was like September. Actually, it was like August. Then it was late summer. Then it was September. Oh, you can update, India. That's awesome. Man, I should just sign in just so I can look. Because we're definitely going to make a post about that. That's pretty great. I'm going to see if I can log in. So that is as far for the CTC payments. And let's see, hold on 1 second. I'm definitely, because so many people ask about that. I don't know what's wrong with my puppy. Like, she does not know how to bark yet. I've never had a dog that, like, she just doesn't. She's so weird. Oh, that's okay, Erica. So if they end up extending it, I did talk about that, but you missed it, but that's okay. So if they do end up extending it, you'll just keep getting your payments. Oh, I got scared, guys, because it showed processed payments. I was like, what? Are there no payments? All right, but they all say 0, so that's awesome. All right, so manager account. Wait, no. Eligibility? No, that's not what I want. Profile. Update your mailing address. Oh, no, it doesn't let me. It just says I have to submit the mailing address form. Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, it still didn't update it yet. If anybody needs to update their address, I do not suggest mailing in 8822. Do not. They're not even opening up, like, amendments. Like, people's amendments are still sitting there. If you need to update your address, I highly suggest you do it by the phone. By the phone only. Just keep calling if you can. I know I saw something that this year they mentioned, like, there was like a survey that came out, and they literally posted that the IRS have only answered 15% of calls this year because they said they couldn't do it. Okay. Oh, Jessica, if you opted out of your CTC payments, what happens is, let me explain this. So it was cool because this lady, she just messaged me asking me basically the same thing. But she just had a baby, and she just got custody this year in January of her 3 sisters. So when I told her that her refund outside of EIC, outside of whatever she made working, her minimum tax return will be $18,200. So if you opted out and you didn't get anything, or you're going to add a new child, whatever the case may be, first and foremost, you will get $3,000 or $3,600 just for that child. Now, if you did not get the stimulus for that child, like a brand new baby, if you just had a brand new baby, your taxes will be a minimum of $5,000. It will not be less than that. So there's a lot of people going to see nice refunds this year. They changed it, Michelle, for this year. They changed it to 17 and younger. So as long as your child will be 17 on December 31st, 2021, you will be eligible for the CTC. Maybe just because I'm not. So maybe it's just because I am not like I opted out. So maybe that's why it's not giving me the option to change my address. But if you guys are saying that it's not, yeah, if you guys are saying that you can change it, then that's awesome. So I'll let people know, if they're still opted in, that they can go in and change it. Yeah, I don't have the option, Jessica, at all. Like, there's no option here. So I clicked and looked on everything on here. Hi, Rebecca. All right. So we went over the CTC. Now, let's see. So, let's talk about the CHILDCARE credit. So somebody asked about new laws for next year. So that's a few. So CTC changed. It's going to be fully refundable. They changed the address. They changed the age from 16 or 17. So it always used to be 16. Now remember, this law is only for the CTC, and in some of these laws that I'm going to tell you, this is only for next year so far. As of right now, it's so far. And then in tax season 2022, we'll go back to how it always has been. So the CTC, the child can be 17, as long as the child is 17 on December 31st of 2021, and they won't turn 18 before December 31st, they will be eligible. Yeah, so Michelle, so because her birthday's in January, you'll be good. You'll still be able to collect the CTC for her. So you'll be good. Now, EIC, they also made some changes as well. So the first one is anybody that does not have kids, you, instead of the CTC, the EIC being like $500 and something, this year it'll be like $1,500. If you want, I can tell you the exact amounts. All the numbers I have in my head. I can never remember exact amounts. It's never going to happen. So, but I can tell you. So now, a lot of people get it confused because they think that once the kid turns 18, they no longer qualify. But that's really for CTC. It's not for EIC. EIC, you can claim your child up to 18. You can also claim your child, and then that's it, without them being disabled or being in school. Now, if you want to claim a child that's 19 to 24, or 19 to 24 is for school. They have to be in school at least full time. So 1 semester, 5 months. They have to be in school or high school. If they are disabled, you can claim them for however old they are, and get EIC for them. But now for next year, it used to be that there was a minimum age for the EIC. They are not doing that this year. So it's going to be 19, starting at 19 and above. Oh, there was not a maximum age either. I mean, there was a maximum age. There is not now either. I'm thinking too fast. This ADHD has me all over the place. Okay, so if you're 19 and older, you don't have any kids, you make under a certain amount of money, for no kids, it'll be $2,100. So if you make less than $2,100, you will be eligible for up to $1,500 for the EIC. And, that's one thing that I want to reiterate to everybody that's watching. EIC is not a guaranteed. It's up to. So it's up to $3,618 for one child. It's up to. It all depends on your income. Lower income can lower it. Higher income can lower it. So there's like a middle ground, and that's how you get the maximum amount. But most people don't qualify for the maximum amount. So that's why when you see these ads for these tax places and they say 1 kid gets you this and 2 kids get you that and 3 kids get you this, maximum guaranteed, blah, blah, blah. Stay away. Just be like, red flag. No, I don't think so. Stay away from those people because that's not true. That's not true at all. Stay away. So it is up to. So again, no children next year, it's going to be $1,502 up to. 1 child, it'll be $3,618. 2 children, $5,980. 3 or more children, $6,728. Now, another big difference where people get confused. EIC only allows you to go off 3 kids. Doesn't mean you can only claim 3 kids. The $6,700 is for 3 kids or more. But CTC is different. CTC, you can claim any amount of children and you get the CTC credit for each child. Another difference with the laws is where I was just going to say something about that CTC. Oh, for the bill that they want to pass, the proposal. So this is where a lot of people are going to get confused and a lot of audits are going to happen. So their proposal is that anybody will be eligible to claim CTC for a dependent that's living in their house. Meaning people that have nieces and nephews and friends. What? Go ahead, babe. They have friends, friends' kids. They have the neighbors' kids. Some lady just randomly dropped off kids at their house. So anybody can claim any child in their house, and you do not need a relationship. But they're not going to do that for EIC. And this is where people get confused. For EIC, you're not eligible for EIC just because a child lives in your house and you support it. That's only one part of the test. There's 4 tests. That's only one part. The biggest part of claiming EIC is the relationship. And this is where so many people lose audits. On top of the fact they just can't get the paperwork. So if you noticed, I've been talking about that, but it's the fact that they're honestly not qualified because they changed it years ago because that's what people were doing. They were just, they were literally auctioning kids off. Like, hey, I got 5 kids. I'll give you 2 kids for $3,000. You just got to pay me this and that. So that's what happened. So obviously, as soon as the IRS got wind and they saw what was happening, they put a stop to it. So now that's why there is the test that you have to pass. And a lot of people do not You know, they think just because the child lives in their house, they think just because they took care of the child, they are obligated or allowed to claim that child for credits. And it's not true. Just like when parents switch every single year, one of those parents should not be claiming EIC. Only one of them should. The other one should not be. So the other one is committing fraud. And I guarantee you, especially with the IRS, doing all these audits, because like I told you guys for the last couple of years, this year alone, I mean, the audits were insane. You just keep seeing them all season. You just keep, I got audited. Like that's all you see in all these tax groups. And then now, you know, they start their audits again in October, November, December is when they start sending out letters saying that they're auditing either 2020, 2019, or 2018. So look out for those letters because they can send it to anybody. You know, and they promised, they just hired hundreds more auditors for next tax season. So when I tell you, you better have your paperwork, have it, because you could not get audited. You may not get audited during tax season, but you might get audited next October, next November. Do you know how hard it's going to be for some people to get paperwork from this year? Especially if you're on food stamps or state insurance. You know, they only show you like the current year's benefit letters. So if you've never saved any, you're going to be in trouble. And if you can't send that proof to IRS, they don't care if you send a birth certificate or a lease. If you don't send proof, doctors, school, government agency, if you don't send one of those, they will deny you that child. They don't have to give you these credits. And a lot of people fail to understand that. They're not obligated to give them to you. So that is EIC. That's CTC. Oh, daycare. That's another new law. So the daycare, not only did they hire it for next year, so it's up to $16,000 that you can claim. What's up?
I need big batteries, Mom.
Where's the battery case? I thought they were upstairs.
Like those batteries are in the pack, in your drawer.
The double A's? Sorry, guys. Hold on. How many do you need?
3.
Oh, look at that's little ones. These are little. I don't think I have big ones. Was supposed to have a big one. Oh, wait. Hold on. All right. So daycare credit. It was only $6,000. $6,000 that you can claim. And it was non-refundable. So you didn't even get money if you claimed it. Unless you had a high tax liability and you needed to bring down your liability. But if your income wasn't that high and you put that you paid for daycare, you didn't get anything for it. There's 1 or 2 states, I know New York is one of them, but there's 1 or 2 states that will give you a state credit for paying daycare. But that's only, again, 1 or 2 states. So it was $6,000 for 2 or more children. And now it is up to $16,000 for 2 or more children. So that means that if somebody has 2 or more kids and they claim $16,000 and it's 50% refundable. So if you pay $16,000 for 2 or more kids in daycare, your tax return is going to be plus $8,000 off the rip. So if you have 1 kid, you can claim up to $8,000 and you will get back $4,000. So this is amazing because I know how expensive daycare is. I mean, one of our administrators in our group, man, the amount that she pays in daycare is just insane. Sometimes it doesn't even make any sense to work because you're just working to pay daycare. Like, it's crazy. So let's see here. So now let me tell you something and advise you and warn you about this. When you claim a daycare, first of all, I do not believe they changed. They did. I'm going to look it up right now. I know before you could not use immediate family as your daycare provider. I don't believe I saw anything that changed that this year. But I'll look it up and let you guys know. Now, you do need the person that is babysitting for you. You do need their social security number or their EIN if they have one. You need their address as well, phone number. You cannot claim this credit without that. And I'll tell you now, if you do claim the daycare and you use somebody's social security number, you better hope to God that they claim that money on their taxes, because the IRS will be they did say that they will be checking to make sure. Miss Nia, Miss Maribel, can you explain what do you mean taking people's child support? Can you explain? I don't know what that is. Let's see. I'm trying to see if so, and I'll tell you now, don't like sit there and claim that you made $18,000 or you even use the look back and then you try to claim daycare. Don't set yourself up. Don't listen to some of these fraud preparers or your friends or whoever's telling you, oh, you could get this money, you could do this and that. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you now. Yes. So they'll take child support now. So yeah. So if he owes child support, they will take it next year. Yes, they're not going to stop that. Also, as of right now, the student loans, that expires in January. So hopefully you called your provider, your studentloan.gov, and got your student loans taken care of. Because if you didn't, they will take them this year. As of right now, they have not extended that yet. It doesn't really say. It doesn't say that they took it away. All right. It doesn't say that they took it away, so I'm 100% sure that it still cannot be immediate family as your daycare provider. And I need to look that up too, because I believe that there's one other thing. Oh, I just thought of it. Maybe if I read this again, I'll figure it out. Losing my mind, guys. What time is it? Because I have my tax class coming up. What was that? Yes, Miss Davis, you can definitely claim that on your taxes, even if you just started working. And I would advise you, and you just bring us right into the next thing. So that, which is next year, they will be allowing the look back provision for one more year. If you do not know what the look back provision is, if you filed taxes in 2019 and it's more than what you made this year. Well, let's just say last year, because there's a lot of people that still haven't filed taxes because they didn't work in 2020, or they were only on unemployment for 2020. And a lot of people think that because their unemployment was higher than their 2019 income, that they didn't qualify either, which is not the case. So if your 2019 earned income is higher than 2020's earned income, you could do a look back provision. So it's the same thing for this year. So if your income for 2019 is higher than 2021's income, you can use the look back provision. Now, when you're calculating the amount of income, you need to minus any unearned income, like unemployment. That does not count. Unemployment does not count when you're calculating which year you grossed higher. A lot of people got it confused that you are just supposed to use everything from 2019 and use it all over again. That is also not the case. There are people that were confused and thought that they did not have to claim any of their tax forms from the current year. That is also not the truth. Yes, Miss Maribel, you do. And you'll most likely be eligible to use the look back provision as well. So basically what the look back provision is, you will file your taxes as normal with all your tax documents from that year. When it gets down to the EIC portion, if you're eligible for EIC, instead of going off your earned income from this year, you can use the earned income from 2019. So there's just a spot in the return that you just input that number of what you had as earned income. There were people putting in their AGI. They were putting in all different types of numbers. So it's your earned income, and that doesn't always mean that it's your AGI. So, you might want to see a tax professional if you really don't know the difference. So now, I do want to, and I'm going to message this girl again. So, I know this year it said that in order to use the look back, in order for you to use the look back, you have to have had at least $1 in taxable income this year. That's what it says in the bill. Now, there is, I'm in quite a few tax professional groups, and one of the ladies mentioned that they changed it or updated it, that you don't need that dollar anymore. I have not heard or seen anything, and I did ask them if they could send me the, where they got that from, and they have not sent it yet. So as of right now, I will say that you still need $1. Amy, yes, I do. I actually have a class at 9:00. Yeah, I do teach. It runs from April to usually around November. Actually, I teach them all the way till December, just because it's just so much. It's once a week or once every other week. It's kind of go as you can go as much as you want or as less as you want, as long as you're finished in time at the end. And I do classes either once a week or every other week. All depends on, what's going on, the classes, the people, who's eligible, who has free time. So I kind of go around everybody else. And then after the class, I can hook you up with obviously opening up your own office, getting you software, bank product, all that other stuff, and you'll totally just go out, be on your own. Obviously, if you have a question or two, you can always ask me, but I am extremely busy during tax season. And then the other option is you can work under me for a percentage, and you get the software, bank product, all that free, and a mentor. And I look over your returns before they're submitted. So that's how that is. Yes, Lucy, the unemployment is taxable. So that will be eligible for the dollar look back. Now that is one thing that did not get extended. The unemployment forgiveness, 10,200, the first 10,200 of your unemployment, they changed it that it would, it's not taxable. So they took it off your AGI last year in the middle of tax season for some damn reason. Anyways, that did not get extended. So all of your unemployment this year will be taxable. It is $400. I do payment plans, but you do have to do at least a deposit of $150. And let's see. So the unemployment is not. There's something else. There's a few other things. Oh my God. How come I can't find this tax preparer group? What's going on? Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. The next sign up is I do it after after tax season or anytime. Like a lot of people end up just when they get their taxes, they end up just paying for the class then. It doesn't start till September. But they usually just pay when they get their taxes so they don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, it's a really great program. Oh, it's right in front of my face. No, there's no requirement. I help you get your PTIN and your EFIN. I help you, you know, if you do want to go out on your own and start your own business, I will help you with, you know, with your state and everything. I tell my students that all the time, like, let's do, you know, we could do one-on-ones when you want to, we could do this. And I don't think they like me. No, I'm just joking. They love me. This year has been it's been really hard on a lot of people. So, but the girls are doing great. And it's not just for girls, even though I'm very empowered with women. It's definitely not just for girls. Women, men can also join. So yeah. Anyone? Trying to see if the look back, if they updated it. All right. Oh yeah. Actually 99% of the students, I had 50 something students this year. They're all going to work under me. And I think I just have one person that's going out on their own. And that's totally fine. Going out on your own or staying under me, either way is perfectly fine. So let's see what else. I know there was something I wanted to tell you guys about, and I kept forgetting. I don't know why. I'm so mad. All right, let's see here. Maybe I'll think about it. So we talked about the child tax credit. Oh, and for anybody that is in my group or is a client, I will post it. I don't know the exact date yet, but the week of Thanksgiving, which is in 2 weeks, I can start doing estimates for you. And if you're not a client, you might not know, but they will not be full estimates. So it'll be an estimate. It's not going to be, I'm not going to be able to break things down for you. It's just an estimate. Doing a full estimate takes way too long, and I can definitely do one if you want, but it's not going to be for free. I do so much on top of what I do now for free, and I'm not complaining because I do it because I want to, and I love you guys. But yeah, so I'm not. I actually got messaged at 1:30 in the morning the other day to do an estimate. I'm like, it's starting. All right, so let's see. We talked about the CTC. We talked about the child independent care. The tax brackets. Yes, Case. To see what you're going to get on your taxes, like around like what your taxes should be next year when you file in January. Because I offer the advances for just like H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt. I offer tax advances starting January 3rd up to $6,000. So a lot of people just want to know. And to go back to, I think, one of the first questions, how bad will it be this year? My opinion, it's going to be absolutely horrible. I think it's going to be 10 times worse this year. That I think it's going to be 10 times worse next tax season than it was this year. And if you don't know, because you might have got your taxes right up front or, you know, right in the beginning, there's millions of people that had to wait months and are still waiting for their taxes. There's nothing wrong. They're not audited. They're not under a review. They just got kicked out of the system and they have to be manually processed. Millions of people. I absolutely think that that's going to happen again. 100%. No doubt in my mind. I also fully believe that the IRS is going to delay tax season again. I don't think we'll open again until February. This is just my personal opinion. So, yeah, it's not going to be. So the stimulus, I really didn't mention too much about the stimulus, but again, if you did not receive the stimulus for yourself or any of the kids, or if you add a new dependent, or, you know, and it could be any age dependent. If you add your parents, if you add anybody, you can claim that $1,400 that you're missing, that you never got for that person. So that will be in taxes next year. For anybody that claimed an IRA or a Roth last year, they took money out of it and you ended up getting a 1099-R and you split the taxes for 3 years. That will, you will have that income and those taxes on your return for this year. So, just prepare for that. Make sure you tell your new tax preparer, if you go to somebody different this year, if you go to a anywhere and you didn't use them last year so they don't know, make sure you tell them that you had a 1099-R last year. They should be asking for last year's taxes anyways, but just in case, you let them know. I don't know how other tax preparers do it. So what is it? This, let me see. Where is... That's going to help a lot of people, that EIC. 0%. They're not going to give any more unemployment. They're not, that's not even, no politician at this moment is even talking about unemployment. Yeah, they're not going to reinstate unemployment at all. No way. I talked about the unemployment. Oh yeah, absolutely. Rainbows. I was just talking about that. I don't know if you just came, but yeah, I was just talking about that. It's going to be slow. It's going to be slow and backed up. The only thing you can hope for is that your taxes get sent through the system, because that's what happens. That's what happened this year. People got kicked out of the system. The millions of returns got kicked out of the system and they had to be manually processed or manually re-entered. So there's millions of returns. There's only hundreds of, IRS employees. So that's going to take a long time, on top of the fact that they were still behind from 2019. So yeah, it's been a mess this year. And there's a lot of people that are blaming tax preparers or whatever the case may be. Unless they messed your taxes up and put something up there that they shouldn't have, it's not their fault. They have nothing to do with this. It's 100% the fault of the IRS and the systems. The charitable donation, I think, did they extend it? Oh, yes. So you can write off $300, up to $300 for cash charity donations on your taxes. make sure you use this. Make sure you do. For married couples filing joint, it's up to $600. I do believe, and that's what I was thinking about, separated, married filing separated. I believe there's something I have to tell you. I'm 100% sure. I just want to double check and make sure that what I'm thinking is correct. The adoption credit, if you adopted a child, it went up $100. So it's at up to $14,440 that you can claim if you adopted a child. Come on. I'm trying to find, I'm probably going to have to just look it up, but I believe, let me just look it up so it's faster, guys, because I'm going to let you guys go. As of right now, there is no, he did not do that. He never got any of that passed. I haven't even heard him talking about the first time home buyers. I know when Biden was running for president, he said he was going to do that. And then I believe last year or the year before he was talking about it, but, no, we haven't heard anything about that. They haven't even brought it up. It's not even in the proposed bill, unfortunately. Okay, if you file married filing separately, you can claim half of the child tax credit if you're claiming the kids. So you can claim half. You can't claim both. There's something else, I believe, too, that they... Let me see. Is it here? No. I know they did something else. That's what I was looking for. Okay, here we go. Oh, I think this is just, I don't know if this got approved. I know I saw that somewhere. So as of right now, most people that file married filing separate are not allowed for EIC. They are trying to change that. So I do not know. I don't believe that it got passed. I think that's the one we're waiting for. The American Rescue Plan. Did it? Oh, it did become law. So I'm losing my mind. Okay, I will definitely look her up. But I don't, she might have made a bill or talked about it, but I don't believe that it's in this new bill that they're gonna vote on by, before November. All right, guys, I'm just gonna open the floor up. I know people have been asking questions anyways, but I will give you guys about 5 more minutes to ask any questions you want. So if you have any questions that are burning your soul, go ahead and ask them. So I did. So if you starting, it's a permanent law actually. So anybody that from this year on, that when you file, if you file married filing separately, or if you file head of household, because you haven't lived with your spouse for the last 6 months, you can qualify for EIC. But the child does have to live with you for more than 6 months. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to look that lady up. All right. What's going on with the CDC? We get monthly. Will that continue or end in December? That's okay, Miss Davis. So far it's going to end in December. There's a bill that they are currently debating on. They're supposed to pass it before Thanksgiving. So as soon as it passes, I will let you guys know. There is talks. There's a proposal that they will extend it for 1 more year. So the payments will just keep going. So you won't even skip a payment. It'll just keep going in January. There's talks that they'll extend it to 2025 or 2024. And then there is talks that they do not want to extend it. So we just won't know till that bill passes. But right now, it's going to end in December. Miss Wilson, most likely. If you ask me in 2 weeks, I can tell you for a fact, but most likely. Without me looking at your file and everything. Yeah. So they were just actually talking about the first-time home buyers in October. I believe that got kicked out of the whole proposal, though, because I just read the proposal a couple days ago, and I did not see anything in it. There's some different ones though. One is they want to do first generation buys up to $25,000 indirect payments to purchase homes. So they want to give you $25,000 if you're a first generation buying a house. That's pretty awesome. Another proposal is they would give you a $15,000 tax credit. A tax credit. Yeah, I think that might too. Let's see. I don't think anybody else was talking. That's the only thing as of right now. I either one of those would be nice. Yeah, either one of those would be nice. I mean, they give me $25,000 to buy a house. I know there is a program right now. If you're looking for a house, there is a program right now that as long as you have a certain credit score, I think it's a 580 or a 620, you don't have any delinquencies, you will not have to pay closing cost or a down payment. They, not that you don't have to pay it, but they could put it like towards your mortgage at a 1% rate. So you don't have to pay anything up front. So there is that. But, so I'm going to let you guys go. You guys, I will post, give me a second. Well, you guys, it's in the thing. If you guys are in my group, if you have any more questions, please ask. If you have a comment, you can please, if you have a question and you don't know where the group is, you can't find it, just comment right here and I will be sure to and happy to help you. Now that tax season is coming, you will see more of me. So hi. We'll have bigger crowds too. Don't worry. It gets a little busy in here. So I will see all you guys later. If the bill passes before Thanksgiving, I'll see you before then. If not, I hope everybody has a good turkey day. If you don't celebrate, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's not for you. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.